Hi everybody, and welcome back to Lori's Boston Found, where thrifted is the new black. I haven't done that intro in quite a while. If you're new here, welcome. I am so happy that you found me. And if you're a veteran viewer, I love you and appreciate you so much. Welcome back. Today is a ship and shop video, but it's kind of like a ship and shop and ship again video because I have 2 days of shipping to show you, but we're gonna go shopping in between. I am just back from Florida, so I'm pulling sales that sold over the weekend while I was gone, kind of the extended weekend. I was gone from Thursday to Tuesday. Then we're gonna go shopping at SAVERS, and at the end, I'm going to show you some of the things that sold today. I've already pulled them, so I'm just gonna share with you some numbers that might be helpful. And yeah, that'll be it. I wanna give a big shout out to today's sponsor, Kenzie. I'm gonna talk more about them later, but I just want to thank them for sponsoring me. It's a new partnership that I'm very excited to talk to you about. So let's jump into the video. We're gonna go back in time a little bit, pull yesterday's sales, go thrifting. Stay tuned until the end of the video and I'll wrap things up with the things that are going out today. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, let's kick things off with a bra that sold. This was a very fast sale, as I had kind of anticipated it would be. This was my first time finding She Fit. This sold for $39 with discounted shipping. I had it listed for $49. I honestly think I could have gotten a little bit more for this, but I was just so happy that I got a bite when I sent out offers. I sent out 20% off with discounted shipping, and this is a brand to definitely be on the lookout for. This whole back band is adjustable, and yeah, really quick sale, and I think I paid about $6 for that. I'm so excited to talk to you about today's sponsor.
Kenzie is an at-home IPL laser hair removal handset that will give you hairless, smooth skin in just a few treatments.
IPL stands for Intense Pulse Light. It's a type of light therapy that is used to treat unwanted hair, among other things. I'm focusing on the unwanted hair. I am an Italian American, and I remember at a very young age looking at my grandmother, Yolanda Salvi, and seeing my future. Lots of facial hair on the upper lip, chin, and neck. I always had hair on my upper lip. It was always a source of insecurity for me. So at a very young age, I started waxing. When I was 35 years old, I decided to do laser treatment on my upper lip, and it cost over $1,000 for the treatment. It did work, but it took a very long time to get the results that I wanted. Now that I'm 49 years old, I feel like the hair has migrated from my eyebrows and upper lip to my chin and neck. So when Kenzie reached out and wanted to work with me, I knew their product was something that I wanted to explore to see how it could work for me. This little device has been such a game changer for me. I've been using it for about 4 weeks. I really wanted to make sure that I had some time to get to know the device and see how it worked before I came back and spoke to you guys about it. So I use this probably once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending if I have an event. I use one of these little flawless devices instead of shaving. You don't ever want to pluck the area or wax because that will pull the hair from the follicle. And the way that the IPL works is it goes right to the follicle to remove the hair. So first, you want to exfoliate and shave the area that you're targeting so that the device can hit the hair follicle with ease. IPL is a form of light therapy. It emits a series of different wavelengths that scatter within the skin, reaching various depths, inhibiting growth. Kenzie removes unwanted hair with ease. You don't have any razor burn. There's no ingrown hairs. You see full results in about 90 days, and I think it varies from person to person, but I have seen results much faster. I would say the first 3 treatments, it was still feeling pretty coarse in between, but now there are a few areas, you know, when you're at a red light and you touch a certain spot and you're like, oh my gosh, it's growing back already. Those coarse areas are now super, super fine. And some of the finer areas, I don't even feel at all now. My hair is growing back so much more slowly and so much thinner. I highly recommend this device. It's wonderful to have something that's handheld that you can use at home. You don't have salon prices. You're not tipping anybody. You don't have to leave your home. You can work in private areas like your bikini area that you may not want somebody else working on. It works under your arms, on your legs, anything below your lip. You want to avoid your eye area. So I have been working on my upper lip, my chin, and my neck. Here's the device. It's super simple to use. There's a button in the back to help you determine the level you want to use. The light in the front will show you if you're on level 1 to level 5. And then you press this each time you want to pulse the light. If you hold it down, it will go on its own every few seconds. This is the length of the cord. I actually like that it's not cordless because I don't have to worry about batteries or it dying, and because the cord is so long, I can do this in so many different parts of my house. I typically get out of the shower, use my Flawless on my chin area, make sure everything is nice and dry and clean, and then I will start the light therapy around the area. Thank you again to Kenzie for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description. You get $50 off today if you use my code LORI50. Kenzie also offers partial payments to make this more accessible to you. Treat yourself this holiday to a hairless Christmas. Next up, I sold some Carhartt suspenders that I picked up at the bins, and this was a full price sale. This was the first day that I was in Disney, or on my way to Disney, and this sale came through. The only thing is I have 2 pairs of these, I think. What's that? No, there's just one. Well, you know what? I think the other one sold. So I'm going to grab these by process of elimination, which is good. And I'm realizing right now that my lens must be very dirty. I'm just throwing stuff in my photo box here. You get some good lighting. Did you miss Mama while I was in Florida? I missed you, pretty. I missed you so much. All right, next up, I'm going to pop this back. I am still moving in slow motion. Tina's going to be here very soon. Oh, look at that sticking out so conveniently. This is a sweater that I picked up. I think I featured it in my last video. It is from Express, and I was pretty excited about this just because I thought it was very cozy. This was a style-based pickup. I paid $6 for this. I listed it for, I don't know, 32-ish, and it sold for $28, and it's so pretty. So I was very excited about that because I was kind of taking a chance on this. I wasn't sure if I was going to sit on it for very long. Looks like a little fuzzy teddy bear. I can't remember if these were actually a full price sale or if I just accepted an offer. I think I accepted an offer, but these sold for $42. This is the name of these shoes. And I honestly can't remember when or where I got these. I really can't remember, but I know that they're good quality. Kind of thought they would sell before Halloween. I feel like I'm always running a risk when I pick up shoes. Heels, I mean, not shoes. I have not had caffeine yet, but I just thought that these were pretty, like, you know, I don't know, sexy schoolgirl. I knew somebody would like these, and they're pretty awesome. So $42, that was great. And what makes me so happy is that every time I sell an item from this wall of shoes, I get to pull something off the floor and replace them in that bin. I've been slowing down on shoes just because I have so much to get through. We are almost through all of these. Tina may have even taken photos of many of these, but she took a bunch before I left for Florida, so I haven't listed them yet. My goal is to just get everything up. I mean, just off the floor. I also have this, which is pretty organized over here. I went through this section and did more boxes. I have a spot up there that I could put some stuff. I have slippers on the left, sneakers on the right. I don't even know what's in those drawers. I think those drawers might be empty. So yeah, I have some storage options in here. But my goal is to just get everything off the floor by year end. And yeah, so yes, I have a free cubby. It's the small wins around here that make me happy. Next up is a small Coach bag, which is located, where are you? I think it's over on this other wall. This is finally the first day that has really felt cold, like winter's coming. So we got our pellet stove going. We got a big pellet delivery. This is a box of items that are going to the Real. Tina steamed this vintage Christian Dior before we sent it because it was kind of in rough shape. So I have to get those out today. And now I forgot the bin that my Coach bag was in. Okay, I got it. But I do keep some smaller bags over on the wall, so I thought maybe it was over there. So this was, I believe, a rummage sale pickup. Got a $35 offer, and that was great with me because my cost of goods was very low on this. I don't know, I went through a phase where I didn't really like picking up Coach, and I'm kind of okay with Coach again. Certain pieces I absolutely love. They're leather specifically, and anything kind of old style. But the signature bags are coming back, I think, a little bit for Y2K. I don't know. There's a little mark here. Yeah, I thought $35 was a really fair offer on that. Sorry for the noise of the pellet stove. I'm just realizing now how loud it is. The next item that sold were a pair of lounge pants from the brand Haven. And they're right on top. These were a recent pickup. They were new with tag. I went online and the prices on a lot of these were super expensive. Haven, Well Within. I thought it was like a standalone company, and then someone mentioned to me in my comments that this was a Talbot's brand, I believe, which I didn't know that. So I don't know if they have a standalone online business as well as being part of Talbot's. But anyway, I was excited for these to sell. But with that in mind, I took a little bit of a lesser offer because I thought when I looked online, a lot of the lounge pants were $68, $78. But then with the knowledge that this could be a Talbot's brand, I thought, maybe I'll just let it go for a little bit less. Anyway, I think I paid $5 for these at SAVERS in Framingham. And I will put the price that they sold on the screen because I'm not sure. I think they sold for like $28 and they sold on eBay. Next up is a bundle that sold for $87. And look at this, another pair of shoes out the door. This makes me very happy. Now, these were just listed, I believe. They've been kind of in my death pile for a while. I think we had them listed at $28, which might have been low. Those sold in a bundle with two other items. One was like a Y2K, kind of like page boy hat. I have to find it over here. I don't tote scan or inventory my hats yet. I kind of keep socks and hats in these bins over here. These two are hats. And sorry, I have American Girl dolls falling. This is the hat that sold in the bundle. I'm sure this was like a bins or $1 or $2 pickup. I just think they're cute. It was very Y2K inspired. And then the third item that sold in the bundle was a recent listing, and it was an Athleta dress. This I picked up at my shop outside of Boston. It was $10, which is paying up a little bit for me for a dress, but I loved the style of it. I'm gonna come over here in the natural lighting. Oh, it might be too bright. Oh, let's go over here. And it had this beautiful pleating on the back. It's a maxi dress. It's a newer style. I listed this for $68. And yeah, this sold in the bundle for $87 for the 3 pieces. What's the matter? You ready for me to go up? She's like, wants to be upstairs, but she's waiting for me. Those back legs are still bothering her. Poor thing. You may have seen this Pretty City carriage from American Girl in prior videos because it has literally been a fixture here in my living room for like months. I've just had it here. It's been listed. It was just a tough sell because it's expensive to ship. It's an expensive piece. I got this at one of the employee sales when I worked at American Girl. And this is an item they don't make anymore at American Girl. So I knew I wanted to sell it for a certain price. And I had it listed for like $225 or $230. And somebody sent me a $200 offer on eBay, which I was really excited about. And what I'm more excited about is the person who bought it lives here in Massachusetts, so it's not going to be crazy to ship. And I think I charged like $30, $39 for shipping. It has to go out today because I just got back from Florida and it was actually supposed to be shipped yesterday or the day before. So that has to go. That will be a project for today. And then here in my office, I had just filmed my video. I still have things left over, but these shoes that I featured in my last video that I titled "The Owner Handed These to Me," which she did. I was in line to check out and she was stocking the shelves and I was very interested in some of the shoes she was putting out. She's like, I'm putting out a couple more if you would like to see them. I said, absolutely. And she brought these out and I'd never heard of this brand, but I thought the shoes were amazing. I mean, they're new without tag. They're absolutely beautiful. They still have the paper inside. They were made in Italy. They had this like Chanel leather quilting. I absolutely loved them. So I grabbed them. And then a viewer who watched that video came in and gave me an offer. I had them listed for, I think, $168 or $169. She offered me $152, which was more than fair. My goodness, I paid $6. So fantastic profit on this and on the Pretty City carriage, which was really nice because I was away, I wasn't listing, my sales weren't great. I also sold a Lululemon jacket, but I can't find it right now. But those are all the items that sold on Poshmark and eBay while I was away from Friday to Tuesday. I'm always so happy when I see this little ibex guy. Just a pair of gloves. They show a little wear on the inside, but for $4, they are a definite pickup. Love this little bag from the sack. It has scratches on it, but I don't know, I think it kind of adds to the character. It has a built-in crossbody. I love this detail. This one is Lucky brand, but I'm not as into this. So I was debating whether or not to share with you to do like a full-on haul, but since I was away, I've actually already photographed and inventoried a few of the items that I ended up purchasing that day. One of them was that H&M and Lem Lem collab stripe kind of cover-up. That is obviously not what I was searching for today because I was looking for some more winter items. However, that was something that I couldn't pass up. Some of the comps on that collab, Lem Lem and H&M, were really good. That looked like a larger size, even though it was marked as a size medium. I think it would fit a lot of people. So I'm just going to set it and forget it, which is just take my photos, get it listed, and it may be a long time to sell, but I'm excited to have it up. I think it will be a good seller based on the comps. Lem Lem is a brand that I found out about recently when I was shopping at that designer thrift store, which by the way is closed. I went recently to try to pick up a few more things in October, and the store has been closed all of September, all of October, so stay tuned on that. So it caught my eye when I was going through the racks and decided to take that home. I did do the sourcing before I went to Florida, so that LL Bean sweater was a disappointment. I may have had some luck getting that stain out, but that beautiful Fair Isle cardigan wool sweater was just the type of thing that I was looking for. But I did manage to get this one, which was new with tag and absolutely beautiful. This is Emerald Design, and this is just gorgeous. I have some pretty good luck with these Irish knit sweaters, and I am just obsessed with this one. This is pure new wool, made in Ireland. It's called Emerald Design. It's a size medium. It has a little bit, some like grayish charcoal specks mixed in with the cream color, but it's just gorgeous. The buttons are beautiful, the detail, and this was quite a pickup. If I remember correctly, this was like $10 to $12, $13, but I did have my 20% off coupon on this particular day. So I plan to list this around $75. I recently sold an all wool sweater from the bins, and I can put that up here. And it sold in a bundle, but based on the discount that I offered for the bundle price, that sweater sold between like $55 and $60. So I always recommend picking up Irish knit sweaters if you can find them in good condition and for the right price. So something that's not very wintry, and the more I look at these, I'm like, they're not gonna get as much of a profit because I found a stain that I really didn't see when I bought were these Allbirds. They are in a size 11. I have already washed them. So I was focusing on the stains in the front when I picked them up. Like that's what I saw. And I treated them and I thought they came out great, pretty much. I mean, you can see a little bit here. I feel like the camera's actually making them look worse than they really are. And then when Tina took photos, Tina's my assistant, when she took photos for these, I noticed in the draft that this side was pretty dark. So I'm gonna run these through the wash again. I have them listed, but I'm going to wash them again, and this time stain treat this. I don't know how I missed it. I missed it at the store, and then I missed it when I washed them because I pre-treated this part of the shoe, because you can wash Allbirds and the insole comes out. So I, wash the insoles separately. The insoles are also replaceable. So if you find Allbirds or Rothy's, that style shoe, and the insole looks beat up, this one definitely shows some wear. These go right in the wash. So I'm going to stain treat these again because I do think I'll get more money in the sale for these if I do that. These retail for $100. And I've never found the Allbird flats. I've sold Allbird sneakers, but I have not sold these flats yet. So I was excited to find these, and as you saw, the price wasn't bad, $6.49, and they're in a unique size. So I am gonna treat these again. I have them listed for like $40 or $45, expecting only to get between like 25 and 30 with this stain. Okay, these I was so excited about. I love Ibex. Ibex is one of my very favorite brands to sell, and these are right in line with what I was looking for today, focusing on winter items. I've never sourced Ibex mittens. Now the leather does show a little bit of wear. Not terrible, but just, you could tell somebody wore these a little bit. They look like a men's, like they're a large size. I don't think that people are looking for mittens as much as they're looking for gloves, but for the person who is looking for these, I don't expect these to be a quick sale either. They were just $3.99. Remember this little guy right here. Ibex is such a great brand. And last thing that I'm going to show you that I picked up that day is this little purse, the sack. And I wanted to show it to you because I did go over it with my Doc Martin Wonder Balsam, and you can find that in my Amazon store. If you're ever curious about the supplies that I use, I do get a very small commission from Amazon, but I have all of my mailers that I use, and even my lighting equipment, my camera, my packaging supplies, things that I, just things that I use. They're all in my Amazon store. So you can always go check that out, and the link is in my description. So this is by The Sack. And I just thought this was a gorgeous bag and very multifunctional. And it has a zipper section over here, and it does have the crossbody strap, which I would not have bought this if it didn't have the strap. But I just find this to be such a functional piece. The leather is really nice. It's like has several sections, a zip in the center, a pocket on the side, and then two open things here. I don't have my phone with me, but I think it's big enough that you could fit a large size iPhone in there as well. So that section zips, and then there's another section over here. That is your open section for your credit cards and more cash. And what's this? Oh, you can even wear it as a wristlet. Oh, this is really great. You can wear it as a wristlet, you can wear it as a crossbody. All the pieces were in here, and then of course this front pocket, and this is where the scratching was, but I really think that the scratches are more muted now that I've treated it, and I think this is going to be a great sale. I haven't looked up comps, truth be told, but just at a glance, I would say that I would probably list this for somewhere between $40 and $50. I think it's really pretty. And also, I did end up keeping this Free People tank top, just like a base layer for me. You know me, I'm always like black on black on black. I love my black clothing. So anytime I can find something to just give me a little pop of color. This has a lot of loose threads, but it's, kind of boho, and it was inexpensive in my size and a brand that I loved, so I grabbed it. So that is it for the haul portion of this video. I will tell you now some of the things that sold today. I have one item right here. This is the Ministry of Supply, and I'll pop pictures up for all of these things because I don't have everything. Oh, I do have the other things in the other room. I'll show it to you. This is Ministry of Supply, another really underrated brand. I don't know if it's underrated. I just don't know that everybody knows about this brand. It's a minimalist style, so I think a lot of times these minimalist brands can sometimes be passed over. I've had real good luck with Ministry of Supply. This sold in a day. I priced it at $55. Somebody liked it. I sent an offer out for $44, which is 20% off with discounted shipping, and it sold immediately. So I went to a thrift store. Oh, when I went to go to that designer thrift store and they were closed, that is like 40 minutes from my home, and it's not an area I typically thrift in. So I was frustrated because I've driven all that way, and on the website it said that they were open and they weren't. So I just did like a quick glance where I could shop, and I had Lulu with me, so I knew I couldn't go for a very long time. It was a cool day, so she was chilling in the car. But I found like a little church thrift store. The reason I didn't show a haul for that is because 90% of the items that I got were for a whatnot sale that I was having like in 24 hours. And there were only 2 items that I pulled to list, and this was one of the items. It was only $8 to fill a bag, and it was like a brown, like a classic grocery brown bag, and mine was like overflowing. So I said to the woman, charge me for 2 bags because I just tried to get everything in here. And she's like, how about $10? You didn't get 2 bags worth. I'm like, how about 13? Because I had $13 in cash on me. She's like, sure. So I gave her $13, but I got like 16 items. So I paid like less than $1 for each item. And as soon as I saw this Ministry of Supply, I was like, bam, this is going to pay for everything. The other item that I got was a new to me athletic brand. I think it started with an O. It was like a warm-up jacket, and the retail was really good and the comps were pretty decent. Anyways, those were the only 2 items that I decided to list. Everything else sold on Whatnot. So yes, this was a very quick sale. I'm going to run into the other room because I have a pile of all the other things that sold today. So when Tina arrived today, she's like, do we need to ship any giant boxes with carriages in it? Oh my gosh, shipping that American Girl thing was an experience. We ended up doing a really good job, I think. I brought it to UPS, and the guy's like, this looks great. I'm like, I was so nervous. We had to do a Franken box, I call it, when you take a box and you add cardboard to it and you tape it and you put it into the shape that you want. It was like wallpaper of eBay tape on top of that box when we finally got it shipped. It was insanity. I really got lucky on that because it sold to somebody in Massachusetts, which is the state I'm in. So I had charged $39.99 for shipping. It sold for $200. I've been a reseller for a long time, but I don't typically sell hard goods, and if I do, they're never giant like that. I didn't realize that you can't ship things USPS if it's over a certain amount, a certain size. So I think it was 106 inches in girth, they called it, which is length times width times height. Correct me if I'm wrong. So when I plugged that in to the measurements on eBay, the USPS section got gray, like it wasn't an option. And I was like, uh-oh, what am I gonna pay for this? There were a few options that I could have chosen, but they were very expensive. And then I saw UPS, which I don't typically ship UPS, was ground transport was like $41, something like that. And it said save 53% by using eBay. So I was like, phew. Then I added insurance for $200, which was like an extra $3.45 or something like that. So my total was like $45 or $46 in change, and I charged $39.99. So I was very lucky because if that package was going to California, I would have died. So future Lori will list things like that on Facebook Marketplace, even though I don't typically use that site, that platform. I think that would have been a really good option. But okay, enough about that. I sold these J. Jill flats. I loved these little ankle boots. I believe I got these at the bins because I had $2 written, unless they were rummage sale pickup. And they sold for $41 or $42. I'm sorry, I don't have the numbers in front of me. I am so not your like technical reseller with really good breakdowns. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. They sold around 40 bucks. Yeah, around 40, 41. This I do remember. This was my only eBay sale yesterday, and it's this awesome Spirit jersey, Red Sox, and I was tempted to keep this. I bought this with my girlfriend Kim. Kim, if you're watching, you are right. This sold pretty quickly. I've only had this for a little while, and it's a size large, and I do love the Red Sox, although I've been a terrible fan since I became a reseller, to be quite honest. I had this listed for $48, and we're out of baseball season, and the Red Sox, you know, it's not like they went to the World Series or anything. So to get an offer on a baseball item out of season after just a mediocre season, I was like excited that somebody had sent me an offer. They offered me $30, so I just quickly accepted it, not realizing that it was this jersey. I think this was priced at $10.99. It sold for $30. It wasn't a huge profit. I'm sure I had my 20% off. So say this cost $9. I sold it for $30, but it sold, I would say, within a month, and we're heading into, you know, winter season. So I was psyched about that. These 2 items sold as a bundle. These are from a recent haul. This is the one where the woman handed me the shoes that sold for $152. I think I featured that earlier in this video from the first part of the video. This was that same haul, and this is the brand Fat Face. which is a brand that I pick up quite often now. And it had this really cute Hello Sunshine graphic, and it was nice and oversized. There was that I think I had listed for like $42, and then this Madewell sweater, I bought that same day. It's like an eyelash style. This is a size large, short sleeve, really pretty. So these were placed in a bundle, and I think the bundle was $78 or $79, and the buyer sent me an offer for $59, and I accepted. This, I literally accepted the offer because it was super bulky. I got this at that designer store, and I think I paid $5 for this. And it's Vineyard Vines. And I don't really get excited about Vineyard Vines, except this little Sherpa number I thought was super cute. I paid $5 for everything in the store that day. And I had this listed, I think 68, something like that. And I sent out an offer for $48 with discounted shipping, or $49 with discounted, something like that. And they countered at $45. If you're new to Poshmark, when you send out an offer, you have to include a discount. So I usually do the $5.99 discount, or $5.98. If somebody counters, they lose the discounted shipping if they counter back. I sent an offer for $48 with discounted shipping. They countered at $45. And basically at that point, we're within $2 or $3. And so I accepted. That's something to just think about. If you send out offers with discounted shipping, if somebody counters, they lose the discounted shipping. So that's more money in your pocket, and that usually closes the gap. So I accepted. I wanted to hold out a little bit. However, this was an extra small, and it takes up a lot of room in my little bins. So off it goes. I am very happy about that. This sold to Linny B. She is a repeat customer. Thank you so much. I've had this for a while. I bought this last year during the holiday season, and I was so surprised this didn't sell last year. It's Ann Taylor Loft. It's got these adorable little reindeers. I'm not really into ugly Christmas sweaters. I will pick them up if they're really good, and they always sell. They just don't inspire me. I like picking up actual like holiday winter sweaters, or even like ugly sweaters that were not meant to be ugly, but like they're from the 80s and they're more like grandma core holiday sweaters. Those are the things that I like to pick up. This sold for $20. And I was happy. It's been a while. I specifically remember I paid $7 for this, and it was a lot for me, but I really liked this, and I'm sure I got 20% off. I bought it at Savers. Not a huge profit on this, and I've had it for about a year, but it sold. And lastly, these True Religion jeans. I have really good luck selling True Religion for men. I will pick it up for women as well for the right price, like Miss Me jeans and True Religion. I'll still grab those. Like I said earlier, set them and forget them. They'll eventually sell. But these True Religion jeans I had priced at $40. And in the middle of the night, somebody must have sent me an offer for $30, which of course I was sleeping, a good night's sleep, so I didn't respond. Then they canceled that. Then they offered $35. I was still sleeping, so I didn't respond. And then they canceled that, and I woke up and it was a full price sale. They ended up just buying them for $40. So I think they were like testing the waters to see if I would accept, which honestly, I probably would have accepted $30 because I have so many jeans. But I'm not sad that I woke up and it was a full price sale. I think I maybe got these at a local thrift store that I featured in my Thrift Across New England series, Many Hands Thrift Store. They were having like a fill-a-bag. I think that's where I got these. Anyway. If that's the case, the cost of goods would be very low. But that's all for the things that shipped out today. I showed you the things that I shipped out yesterday. We went thrifting together. Thanks again to Kenzie for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description to take advantage of this great offer. I am loving being hair-free on my face, and it's so simple. I absolutely love having the device at home. It has made a huge difference on this Italian girl's facial hair.
Remember to click the link in my description and use code LORI50 to save $50 on your Kenzie device.
If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'll be back very soon with a new video. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.